Hey there, Logan Christopher here, and today I have a tip on mental toughness for athletes. How do you build mental toughness? That's a question I get asked pretty frequently, and it's really quite an easy process. The best way to build mental toughness is right along with physical toughness, by doing it with physical training. There are certain exercises that I think are superior for this over other ones. I love hill sprints or other forms of running can be a great way to do mental toughness training, especially the sprint, because you can always push yourself to go just a little bit harder, which you can't always do with other exercise. You can just go a little bit faster, whereas you may be resting a bit between reps. It's either you make it or you don't. Some of the other exercises that are great for mental toughness is kettlebells, especially the kettlebell swing, because it's a full body exercise and you can go really far with it, whether with a lighter weight and do really high repetitions like my friend Bud Jeffries, thousands of reps in a single workout, or work with a heavier weight and doing multiple sets. You can build a lot of mental toughness this way. The thing is, any sort of conditioning training that has a strength component to it is really going to jack up your mental toughness along with your physical toughness. There's some other great things too, like strongman training, flipping a tire, lifting odd objects, that sort of thing. So when you set out to do certain workouts, and one of the best ways you can do this is have a challenge workout. You set out a specific thing you want to do, and then you just go for that. It's going to take all your toughness in order to be able to achieve this. The thing is, you don't want to do this sort of training all the time, because if you're really testing your mental and physical toughness, then you're also taxing your physical abilities of your body, which is a good thing. That's what working out is all about. But if you do this too often or too much, your chances of injury and your overtraining, definitely the chances of that increase dramatically. So you only want to do so much of this mental toughness training. And once you have done it for a while, once you have gotten to the point where, okay, you're fairly mentally tough, yes, you can always increase it, but you get to a certain point where you don't need it as much. You're able to call up that mental toughness anytime you want. I mean, if you want a quick mental training technique, all you have to do is revivify a past time when you were mentally tough, like you went through one of these challenge workouts, activate an anchor on it, and then you can fire off that anchor as you please to bring up that mental toughness as you want. The thing is that so many people think, when they think of mental training, they're thinking of just a couple things like mental toughness. Oh, you just have to be tougher, you just got to be able to work harder. And that is really not the answer. That's not the whole picture of mental training. Sure, it's an important aspect of it, and it is one part that I can dive more into if you're interested, but there's so much more to it than that. Mental training is about two primary areas. That is helping you to achieve this peak performance, to unlock the higher levels of what you can do. Mental toughness training is part of that. But the other one is removing blocks, removing the things that are standing in your way in order to be able to get to those goals. If you are doing everything right, but you have these blocks in the way and you don't have a way around them, then basically you're screwed. You won't be able to achieve that high level. And the sad thing is that most people have these blocks and very few people know how to deal with them. But there's some very cool, very quick acting mental training tactics that I can go into more detail that will help you out with these things. If you want some more information on those, then go to thinkandgrowstrong.com. You can see the URL right below. There you'll be able to grab a free report on the 10 biggest mistakes people make when it comes to mental training for strength and athletics. This report goes into much more detail on mental toughness, as well as a whole bunch else that will help you remove these blocks to achieve that peak performance using a wide variety of tactics. So go there now and grab that report.